welcome back to Parking Lot Chats with Corin
and Bo. Okay, so this week we're going to start off talking about some shit that's going on in Florida because we find that it's super important to us because, as you probably know, we live in Florida. And it might not be important to you, but I feel like it's something, even if you're not in Florida, it should be something that you are aware can potentially happen.
Right, because we didn't know this was going to, we had no idea.
No.
Honestly, we were all blindsided. The whole state was blindsided by this.
This was even like...
on the fucking radar.
Right, or possible.
Right? Honestly.
So, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I don't know, it wasn't very long ago.
A handful of days ago.
Yeah. Sometime this week or whatever.
Last week.
The end of last week, maybe. Because it's only Monday. So,
right.
Yeah. Sometime the end of last week, a notice went out.
From who?
From the Florida Department of Environmental Protection.
So, right, that seems...
So, what is their job?
Right, it sounds like it's to protect the environment.
Right?
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like this agency is for. The Florida Department of Environmental Protection.
That's what you would think, right?
Protect.
Mm-hmm.
But this notice went out about a meeting or multiple meetings all on the same day to discuss a proposed development of state parks.
Our protected fucking lands.
So I don't know about you, but I always thought that state parks were protected.
Yeah.
Parks.
They're supposed to be. That's the point. That's the point.
Why they become a state park.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that was the fucking point.
So, just a few, probably 30 minutes south of us, maybe 40, we have a park called Jonathan Dickinson State Park.
It's a very big deal.
It's a rather large.
It is.
Protected area, as it should be.
We thought it was protected.
We thought it was protected because Florida is being very overly developed, and Corin made a point earlier that
this is all limestone coral, you assholes. This is all limestone coral. You can't just build it all up. We're gonna fucking sink.
And if you pay attention to the news at all, there was a this is just a little off topic, but kind of in the same realm. Like we are, Florida's ecosystem is the Everglades.
Okay.
And water needs some place to go.
So I'm just going to show you this map while she talks because this will kind of explain what she's saying. I know
yes, water needs some place to go. And Lake Okeechobee is kind of where it all used to flow down to.
And it would flow down like this. But they've diverted it.
But they have diverted it.
Which is why we have these algae blooms.
Because they want to because money talks. And what brings money is homes and...
big fucking sugar.
Right. So... these little areas of protected land we have, what we thought was protected in state parks needs to stay that way because you're going to fuck up the ecosystem that you're already fucking up even more.
You see, it's already fucked. And then there's like 5 water tables through Jonathan Dickinson State Park that are really important. You can kind of see there that that's where the fucking flow is supposed to go. What?
Right. So what do they want to put there, you may ask? What do they want to put in? Jonathan Dickinson State Park is the one most local to us, and honestly probably the one park that had the most absurd thing that they wanted to do to it. But there was 10 parks on the list, and that's just the beginning, right? Like if you get the okay for the 10 parks, then they're just going to keep going. So what do you ask? What do they want to put on Jonathan Dickinson State Park? Corin, would you like to tell them?
3 motherfucking golf courses.
Fucking golf courses.
3!
Do you know how many golf courses are in the state of Florida? Over 1,000.
Wow.
Over 1,000. And Florida has the most golf courses than any other state. And do you know what county has the most? Palm Beach County.
Is Jonathan Dickinson... I know that we were saying earlier it's above, but is it not technically in Palm Beach County? Because isn't Hope Sound? Or I know, like... Jupiter is.
Is that not Martin County?
Hope Sound might be Martin. Because I know, like, Jupiter is
it's right on the border.
If it's not in Palm Beach County, it's 5 fucking minutes away.
Right. Like, Palm Beach County has so many fucking golf courses. From St. Lucie County to Palm Beach County, which is, like, the south, or, like, Treasure Coast, has, like, I don't even know if... so many fucking golf courses. Like, the last thing we need is golf courses. And do you know how much land clearing golf courses require? Like, I thought it was protected. I thought the point of making a state park, is so that it can never be fucked with. And here we are they're trying to fuck with it. So
again,
all of Florida has been like up in an uproar.
Oh, we're all mad. Everybody's mad.
Like protesting this. I've never written a fucking letter in my life to like a government official, and I fucking like there was a little template thing, and I said put my name on it, sign my name, send. Like it's insane what they're trying to do. I mean, there's this Honeymoon Island. If you don't know what Honeymoon Island is, look it up. It's over on the west coast of Florida. It's a state park. It's gorgeous, white sand, like untouched. What do you call it?
Vegetation?
No, untouched shoreline. Yes, thank you. And they want to fucking put what I think pickleball
and so
courts on fucking Honeymoon Island. Like, no, people don't go to Honeymoon Island to play pickleball. They go to Honeymoon Island to have this gorgeous white untouched fucking beach. Like,
put your pickleball court in your fucking senior centers, you
so
weirdos.
Many of the 10 parks that like so many of them were like pickleball, and then one of them there was ones that wanted like glamping. There was one that wanted to build a hotel. Like
Jonathan Dickinson State Park, they want to put 350 fucking room hotel.
Like
are you goddamn kidding me?
Put a fucking hotel outside of it. Like this is not like development. This is protected. Pickleball's a fucking trend. Do you know what's going to happen in 5 years to those pickleball courts?
Nothing.
They're going to be fucking overgrown and no one's going to ever step foot on them.
And you know what else? So I saw this man on TikTok was talking about like even like the stupid fucking
Disc
fad.
Golf. The other one bullshit. They want to put. Honestly, I guess out of all of them, it probably takes up the least amount of footprint.
Well, that's what he said. You think that. But even that, because it goes off, that's still going to put a lot more traffic. So like, this is the thing too. And like a lot of these protected lands is like we have the trails and we stay on the trails. Because when you even go off the trail a little bit, even to the side, you're fucking with something's ecosystem. Even if it's like the littlest ant, like they all build up, right? Circle of life, chain of life. You know what I mean? Like even going off the trail is not good. So like even throwing those up, that's still going to be like trapezing over lands that we're not. Because like you said, a lot of our protected lands, there's so much of it's protected. It's a very big park, but we stay on the trails. We stay on these boardwalks. We don't walk all of it. We can see it, but we don't step on that.
Right.
You start adding your fucking disc golf.
Disc golf, I think it's called.
That bullshit. Yeah. Your pickleball nonsense, and now you got people going off trails.
Right. It's wild. It's called the Great Outdoor Initiative or something like that.
Some bullshit.
Is what they've got this under, but I just don't fuck with the state. Like, protect the protected. That's it's in the fucking name of your department. And why, like, are we not questioning? I guess I did read somewhere that, and I don't know what political person, whatever, is asking for like the paper trail of like the companies that are doing this and like where.
I'm curious.
Right.
I'm curious.
Like who's getting the kickback? Like
it's
someone's getting a fucking kickback if you're the CEO or whatever and the guy that's like in charge of that department. I guess not CEO, but whatever his fucking job title is. He's in charge of it all. He's not voted
head of the environment.
He was appointed.
I bet he was.
Right.
I bet he fucking was.
And seems like he doesn't understand his job, so maybe we need to appoint someone else.
Yeah. Or perhaps we vote for someone.
So perhaps we vote for someone that actually cares about the fucking environment, because you guys are just trying to destroy Florida.
And you know what? My big question is, did no one watch Pocahontas? Did no one even listen to the songs? You can own the earth until all you own is earth, and still you don't fucking get it.
Right.
But really, like, honestly, I feel like, and I know that I just said it once already and we talked about it a little bit before, but like that's what's really crazy to me is like, do people not realize that this is not regular fucking land? You know what I mean? Like, you can't overdevelop fucking coral.
Right.
Where this is not like, y'all know we get like sinkholes, right? Because there's nothing underneath Florida but ocean. Like, this isn't the place to be and like you just said, like, everything's overdeveloped. We're overdeveloping everything.
For like water to go. Sarasota just like they flooded during a fucking Category 1. It wasn't even a Category 1. I think it was a tropical storm. But they're like this communities have been built where the water used to run, and they weren't proper drainage wasn't put in. So now the fucking towns, the neighborhoods that have been there forever, fucking flood. Like, that didn't happen before. You know how many fucking hurricanes Sarasota's had? Didn't happen before. until all these towns started being built on fucking marshland.
That's the thing.
Like, it's a lot.
I'm gonna send this to us because we should show this because, like, honestly,
going on a bit of a tangent about Florida and probably a little bit off of like what we usually talk about, but
it's okay because this is fucking important.
Yeah, something that like pretty passionate about. Like, kind of love this state, so kind of want to live here.
And, like, not even just that. How many people live in Florida right now? Okay, so if all of Florida falls into the ocean, where's everybody going? Are we all going to move to fucking Montana? You know what I mean? No, right. I'm not.
No. So there is the meeting did get moved. Apparently, probably some sort of stall tactic, hoping people like give up. Like they're going to, either not so publicly announce when the new meeting time is. I'm not sure. The gist of the meeting being moved was because where they were going to have it was too small for how many people they thought were going to show up. So they said they needed a new venue, but they haven't announced a new date either. But there is like a survey you can fill out and like voice your concern about what park you are concerned about. And then there's also a petition you can fill out. So we will have those posted on our page.
So WPTV posted this today, and I have heard rumors that it's been withdrawn because everybody freaked out, but I feel like that's a stall tactic as well. Like I don't feel like that. I feel like they're going to claim that they're not going to do it and then push something else stupid through without us knowing.
Well, so, like, they're just saying that like the people who were going to develop the golf courses backed out, but that doesn't mean there's not somebody behind them trying to develop the golf course that isn't afraid of the fucking public.
You know what? You're right.
That doesn't
we'll see
mean anything
happens.
To me either until they come out and say, hey, we're not doing anything. Because golf courses in a fucking state park is wild.
It's insane. It's insane that they're proposing this and they're like surprised about the backlash. You didn't think we were going to lose our fucking minds?
Yeah.
Why didn't you think that would happen?
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, obviously, there's still enough people here that remember
If you care like
Florida.
we do, or you want to care because we do, we'll post the shit that you can fill out because it needs all the support of not being supportive. How do you say that? All of that, whatever we can get.
Anti-support we
can get.
I can't think of the word either, but I know what you're getting at.
All right, so let's move on to our regularly scheduled bullshit.
On to our regularly scheduled programming. Are we going to talk about how we weren't going to talk about Ben and Jen?
You guys. We said we weren't going to talk about it because it's over talked about, but apparently it's fucking official, so we have to say Ben and Jen have officially divorced.
Can I tell you my favorite part?
J-Lo initiated it, right?
Yeah, but J-Lo filed for divorce on their wedding anniversary, even though we all know they broke up 6 months ago. That's fun and petty, and I love it.
I mean,
I don't know what she's up to, but
apparently
you know what?
There wasn't like a prenup either, which is crazy. And then people are like now going back and like watching that documentary that we watched. Remember the J-Lo documentary?
You watched it. I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
and I was
and
like fucking,
nitpicking like that and how he was like shocked that she was. Remember she was like the whole gist of it all was like off his love life. But then like you watch it back now that like we know better, and he's like pissed that she fucking was like letting all of her dancers and everybody like read these like intimate.
Did that happen?
Yeah.
I read somewhere that he was the one that wanted to make that documentary about their relationship.
Oh, I don't know. Like he kind of gets like you can see like when you watch it back, it's like he's kind of like you what? You let who read it? And like they all had like that nickname for him of like Ben or whatever. I forgot something about how he like.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess maybe when you look back in hindsight, signs were always there, but I don't know. Like how many? I'm sorry. We really try to be girl power on this podcast and not talk shit about people, but how many failed marriages is that now? Or J-Lo.
Here's the thing. I mean, it's gotta be hard to be like such a, you know what I mean, such a powerful woman.
Yeah, like why
too.
do we think?
So I mean, Chris Judd, that was a weird situation. Remember that? That was weird.
None of them seem like...
You shouldn't be marrying your backup dancers. It didn't work out for Britney Spears. It didn't work out for you. Remember that Chris Judd? Wasn't he like a backup dancer?
I don't remember.
He was like her rebound-ass backup dancer after Ben Affleck and her broke up the first time. And then she married him and it didn't fucking work out.
Yeah.
Because of course that's not going to work out. And then Mark Anthony and her were together for a very long time. So you know what? I'm going to give them that one.
But then, like, when she got with Ben, she, like, talked about how she was, like, in love with him when she was married to Mark.
Yeah, that's rude.
Like, that was just...
That's weird.
Weird.
And I don't know, I mean, like, I have heard a lot of, like, things about her being a diva. Again, we don't know her in real life, but, like, she might be shitty.
Yeah.
But I mean, he might be
but
shitty,
I feel
too.
like there's got to be someone that's, like, willing to put up with her diva-ness, right? Like, why? Did she just, I guess, picks, like...
And she just picks shitty dudes.
The wrong guys, yeah.
Right. So I saw a meme that probably doesn't make sense to anybody that is not a weirdo degenerate. But there was, a long time ago, South Park did an episode where Cartman had, like, a hand puppet that he named Jennifer Lopez, and, like, she took over and was, like, this big pop star, and then the regular Jennifer Lopez sued Cartman's hand Jennifer Lopez, and she won and all this stuff, right? And so she had this song, and it was, like, tacos. It was something about fucking tacos.
And puppet J-Lo had a taco song?
Yeah, okay. And it was, like, won, like, Grammys and whatnot, right? Like, on South Park.
Right.
And then, oh, that's interesting. And then somebody made a meme, and it was, like, it was, like, Ben whispering in her ear, and she looked pissed off, and it was, like, I Love Tacos was your best song ever or something, but it was really from South Park. I'm going to find it, and I'm going to send it. All right. Just in case anyone else is
fucking South Park
degenerate like myself. Fucking South Park's so good. It's so good. Yeah, well, I mean, good luck, guys.
I know. And then, then it was like being already. What did they announce the divorce? What? Today's Monday, so
a couple days ago, whenever they're fucking...
So they announced the divorce on, like, fucking Friday or something, right? And then today, already, there's, like, Ben Affleck seen out with RFK's daughter. Random. Like, where do you even find RFK's daughter?
I don't even know he had a daughter.
I fucking know. But, like, why? Why are we already...
Why?
Yeah. I don't know.
He should be like his friend. His friend just married somebody and was cool about it.
Who?
Matt Damon. He, like, married, like, a waitress that nobody knew and just is living his life in privacy. Yeah. But still making movies, but he's got, like, a normal family life.
Right. Does he still make movies?
I feel like it, because I feel like I watch them.
I don't know.
Every once in a while,
I don't know. I haven't heard of Matt Damon in a long time.
And you know what? I'll be watching old movies, so maybe they're not. You know what I mean? Because Eric will be like, Matt Damon's in this, she'll like it. But, like, I never watch movies, so I don't know if it's new or old. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's, like, a Mars movie where he's, like, stuck on Mars, and he's pretty fun.
I have no idea. Honestly, like, the only Matt Damon, wasn't he Good Will Hunting or no?
Yeah, that was them together.
Oh, yeah. That's, like, what I think of
that was,
when
like, their
I think
first
of Matt Damon. Or, like, I don't know what else he's in.
This Mars movie was pretty good.
Mars movie.
Mission to Mars? No, that sounds like something else. I don't know. He was, like, left on a planet by himself. It was cute.
No idea. Do not recall. So, other celebrity news, Justin Bieber is Daddy Bieber.
That's cute. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. And the baby has a normal fucking name.
That's so weird for celebrities.
Yeah, Jack. But what's the middle name? Blues?
Yeah, Jack Blues.
So that's not exactly normal. But Jack is fucking normal. Jack is normal. Like, you don't have to
I'm gonna give him that.
I saw a comment on something that was like, I just selfishly want to hope that Justin named his baby Jack Blues because he loves Blue's Clues.
I like Blue's Clues.
But I thought that was funny. I don't know. Blue is kind of odd, but I'm assuming it has some sort of...
it's better than naming your kid Apple.
Yeah, Jack is normal though.
Right,
It's cute.
Right.
Jack's a cute name. Now, I would love to know how many people name their fucking kid Jack now.
Oh, everybody. It's going to be the most popular name in the next couple years.
Yeah.
Isn't, what's her name? The funny girl that was married to Chris Pratt first. Their kid's named Jack, too. Anna Faris. Anna Faris, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think their kid's name's Jack.
Maybe that's where they got it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that was cute. They got a little baby foot photo was posted by Biebs.
That's cute. Yeah. That's cute. Good for them. I hope her crazy family stays away.
Yeah.
I saw something that was like, her dad has words, and I was like, I don't give a fuck what her dad has to say.
Yeah.
Fucking weird-ass Baldwins.
Yeah.
And then the next celebrity news is the sad one, right?
Oh yeah, what the heck? Did you read
the article?
I didn't get like anything of solid information.
We're talking about Mariah Carey.
Yeah, like it was just posted earlier today that her mom and her sister passed away over the weekend.
On the same day.
On the same day, but I don't like.
I didn't see.
It was very vague, so we don't have we don't have anything other than Mariah Carey's statement. And I'm sorry, I lost it, so I'm trying to find it right now. And she just says, like, I lost them on the same day. Fuck, where did it go?
I know, the Shade Room's hard because they post a thing every minute.
Oh, my heart is broken that I've lost my mother this past weekend. Sadly, in a tragic turn of events, my sister lost her life on the same day. I feel blessed that I was able to spend the last week with my mom before she passed. I appreciate everyone's love and support and respect for my privacy during this impossible time. So it sounds like, and I'm just using context clues and
good job
inference, that the mother was sick and her death was
maybe expected
because she spent the last week with her.
Yeah.
But then something tragically happened to the sister.
Right.
And she doesn't say what.
Which
but
is
I
fair.
would
That's not our business.
That, from what I understand here, is that
it does sound like that. It does sound like
this
that.
on the same day, though.
Mm-hmm. But definitely the same day.
Fucking
right. That's terrible. Can you
terrible.
imagine? Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, like she has to not be okay right now, right?
Yeah, no, she's definitely not okay.
So yeah, let's give her her privacy.
We'll give her her privacy. R.I.P. Mariah Carey's family.
Yeah. Very sad.
That is sad.
Okay, sorry. I just opened my phone to see that, but then it just made me think of something else, so we'll just talk about that.
Okay, cool.
Travis Kelce is confirmed by old Adam Sandler to have a cameo in Happy Gilmore. Remember we talked about that?
Because you said that he was wearing the hat.
Yeah, and then he was like talking about it on there, and I was like, and he said he wasn't. Like he was asked, like, "Are you?" And he said no, but then now he is. So
yes.
Yeah,
that's cute. That's fun.
Like these guys are really good at like manifesting.
Yeah, right? Honestly.
Like, he wore a fucking Happy Gilmore hat on his podcast, and now he's going to be in the movie.
That's cute.
Without it being a reality when he wore the hat. You know what I mean?
Right. It wasn't a reality then, but now it is.
Right.
That's cute. I like it. Good for him.
Yeah. And then in creeper news, because paparazzi's fucking crazy, but I'm going to talk about it, they were all hanging out at Taylor's Rhode Island house because she just finished the European leg of her tour, and she's off until October when she comes to Miami. So they had like a big Blake Lively birthday bash at her house in Rhode Island. Okay. There was a bunch of people, but the paparazzi were fucking creeping, snapping pictures of them on like the balcony and shit, and like
what are you doing, hiding in her lawn?
They can't because she's on like I'm pretty sure she's on like a private drive, but like it's beachside, so you can see her house from the beach. And people, I think, they just have really fucking good zoom lenses.
Were they on a boat out there?
Probably.
Because is it like a private beach? I know we don't do private beaches here.
It's not a private beach, but it's up like on a rock. It's up very high in the air from the beach. Like, in the air, but like...
on a cliff or something.
Yeah. Yeah, like the beach is way down here and her house is way the fuck up here. But from way down here, her house is big. So, like, you can see her house up on the big hill. Does that make sense?
Below. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
And I don't think it's private because there was like people go there and like take pictures with the house in the background on the beach and shit.
Cute.
Yeah, but like no one knows when she's there except when the paparazzi's fucking stalking her.
Leave her alone.
Legit. There's like creepy photos of like Blake and Ryan like kissing on the porch or something like that. Just having like a fucking conversation. I don't know. Like, and why are we creeping these photos?
And like we've said before, you know, like, we get that, like, part of being a celebrity and being famous is that, like, people are interested in you. But, like, they share enough for us. Like, we shouldn't be creeping on them in their private moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they share, like, so much. Like, she does so much for her fans. She shares so much. Don't go to her house.
Right. How do we, like, honestly, what is the paparazzi even fucking doing in Rhode Island?
Honestly, what is there to do in Rhode Island?
Like, how did they
Family Guy. What else is there?
I don't know. How did they even know she was there to be there with their fucking cameras? You know what I mean?
Maybe they're stalking
her. I mean, they do. There is like a fucking page that stalks her fucking private jet. But I guess paparazzi stalking that and jumps on their own fucking plane and hopes to snap a picture of her in her fucking private residence. Like, I don't know.
It's so creepy.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
But they probably got paid a lot for the fucking pictures. So stupid.
Where is your soul?
For real. Okay, so do you want to guess how much money Robert Downey Jr. Did we already say that like he was he was coming back to like Marvel?
We talked about that a couple weeks ago when we heard that.
For Doctor Doom.
I brought it up in one of my Disney things.
Do you want to guess how much money he's being paid to play Doctor Doom?
More than Scarlett Johansson made in Black Widow movie.
for sure. Probably also gets
oh yeah, he's gonna get royalties from everything.
Royalties,
yeah. Oh, you want me to guess?
Yeah.
Okay. $100 million.
Damn fucking close. $95 million.
I was like real highballing it there.
No, you were not far off. Damn. To play Dr. Doom.
And they could get her money from streaming revenue.
Is that on top of royalties too? Like, is that just to get him to come out?
So Eric and I were having the conversation I told you about ScarJo the other day, and he was saying that the reason that she probably was upset about the money and the deal was that she probably took a cut on that end. She probably got like a lower salary from the beginning because she was going to get royalties, and then that's where they fucked her because she took that deal assuming that everyone was going to be seeing it in theaters, and that's where she would get the royalties. So because they put it on streaming, so I say that to say I think that depends on the deal. If you're going to get that much up front, are you getting royalties as well? I think that's...
Or is your royalty... I mean, surely he's probably still getting royalties. I think after... who was the one kid actor that, like, did the royalties and now he just still banks in money? And it was one of the first times... It was a kid actor. Who was that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's some kid actor he was the only one on the movie or something like that. And he's still, like... makes so much money off of a movie that he made so long ago, and it wasn't heard of back then to like continue. I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but maybe he just doesn't get as high of royalties off of it. He still gets something.
I'm sure he still gets something.
No fucking management would negotiate something because that movie will. Probably
all the Avengers movies are doing so well, and Disney's like adding more Avengers stuff to the parks. You know what I mean? Like that's a big deal,
right?
Excuse me.
Oh, it was fucking Jonathan Taylor Thomas with Simba.
And see, I was thinking Jonathan Taylor Thomas, but then you said when you said that it wasn't a big deal back then, I was thinking, well, that can't be it. Because,
I think so. But like, it was like some story about how he like gets royalties.
That's on The Big Bang Theory. There's an episode, and like Sheldon runs into James Earl Jr. and he's like, "I've got a Lion King residual check burning a hole in my pocket."
Maybe it wasn't Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Maybe it was the singer. It was something with the Lion King.
Man, Jonathan Taylor Thomas used to be our favorite. Remember that Man of the House movie with Chevy Chase?
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember furniture over time. So the deal is paid off. He's made more than 1.9 million from royalties for singing on, I don't remember, it was something like that I'd read. Oh, maybe it was this. Weaver said his mother was wise enough to notice that Disney was releasing some of its classics and renegotiated her son's salary, so he received $100,000 up front and his share of royalties. And that was
so that's still him.
Lifetime of royalties. But that was the singing voice for Simba.
Right, so not John.
Not JTT.
Not JTT.
Yeah.
Still cool, though. Good for you. Get your money, man.
Yeah. But that's nowhere near 95 million. I can't just to play because there is a lot that goes into, I'm sure, being an actor. Like, that shit takes, like, months and days. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of work, but 95 million for one fucking movie? I mean, I guess go you.
And I think also it's a thing, like, so I read before about, like, some of these celebrities, too, is, like, it's expensive to be them. You know what I mean? For, like, the upkeep and, like, you have to employ people. You have to do things, like, so.
Right. And he doesn't probably get not 95 million because he's paying his fucking manager a cut of that as well.
Right. And, like, you got to pay security and then, like, you have to make sure that you can do this and do that.
Right.
And I don't know. I think it's all relative, right?
Yeah. Just a lot of fucking money.
It is.
To play Dr. Doom. I guess y'all we better go watch the fucking movie so that Marvel can afford to pay Robert Downey Jr.
Honestly, I have to catch up. We were like, when I met Eric, like, well, I mean, like, I knew him for a while before we started hanging out, but like when we started like dating, he was really into Marvel, and like we watched all the movies and we were really into it together, you know. But then you got a kid, and then it just gets to like, I haven't watched like the last 2 or 3 movies because like I don't have time to be keeping up with comic book movies.
Right.
I haven't even finished House of fucking Dragon.
Right.
I haven't even started the new season of fucking Selena Gomez and the Old Men. Only Murders in the Building.
Man, I only watched the first season.
Oh my god, it's so good. And I didn't watch the
back
latest
into
season.
it. I don't know why, because it was so fucking good.
They have a new season. I think it just came out. I don't know. It keeps popping up all over fucking Hulu.
I need to catch up on that. Maybe that should be my nighttime.
What
really season are we in? 4?
I think so.
Because I feel like I started the second season but never finished it, and then for sure never watched the third.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're on 4.
Yeah, that was a really good show.
It is a good show.
Yeah, I should watch that again.
Yeah, you should.
All right, I think that's all we got for celebrity news this week. I don't know what all those fuckheads are doing, but they ain't celebritying.
No. I got a little bit.
Ben and Jen. They're always
Ben and Jen.
They're always celebritying.
Oh, Ben and Jen. I got a little bit of Disney. Not too much, because after D23, like, what else? What else do they have?
I know.
Well, I guess you had that Robert Downey Jr. thing I didn't see. So Jungle Cruise at Magic Kingdom is going to be closed for a 2-month refurbishment. So if you wanted to get on the Jungle Cruise, you're not. Muppet 3D has been dropped from extended evening hours amid Monsters, Inc. rumors. Remember, we think that's where Monsters, Inc. is going to go? Yeah, we're pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
The Disney Destiny. The bookings are starting for us commoners on September 12th. If you are part of the club, I believe it's going to be September 6th. It's going to set sail in November 20th, 2025 from Port Everglades. If Port Everglades is still there. That'll be the maiden voyage. 4-night stop at both Disney islands. After that, there's going to be 4- and 5-day Western Caribbean cruises. It'll go to, Nassau's where everything goes, and then, the Disney islands, and then there might be, a Mexico one.
Right. This is the cruise with the villain, right?
Yeah, so it's going to have that stuff.
Villain? Okay.
And then there's going to be a Pirates of the Caribbean pub. And then on November 4th, the water parks are switching over. Typhoon Lagoon closes, Blizzard Beach opens.
Oh, I didn't realize they rotated that.
So they didn't used to. It used to be that they were both open throughout the year, and then in the winter they rotated them for maintenance. But ever since COVID, they've been doing one on and one off, and I think they realized that the capacity works. They don't need both open, and you can have one set of water park employees that go back and forth instead of having both open and paying 2 sets of people. Mm-hmm. So. And then I just want to touch on weather again. I know that we've talked about it a lot, but I went up to Animal Kingdom on Friday. And so Friday is a not so scary Halloween party night. And I was leaving Animal Kingdom at 6 o'clock, and you could see, feel, and smell the storm, right?
Right.
So I went to the McDonald's, and I was like, we're just going to wait it out here. After we ate, the place was packed. People were waiting for tables. It's we can't wait it out anymore. We have to go home. And it was coming down sideways in sheets. You know what I mean? And
right.
And I'm laughing to myself. And I'm how do you know you're the only Floridian driving out of Disney World? I'm the only one doing the fucking speed limit. Everyone else is going 10 miles an hour with their hazards on. So I guess I just want to say, so there's a lot of people that were really upset about the party, but from what I've read, obviously I didn't go to the party, is that Disney was giving out rain checks, and they were you know what I mean? They were being really cool about it, and a lot of people stayed and still were able to get the rain checks. So just be aware that there's nothing down here, and I don't know about the rest of the world because I don't pay attention to their weather, right. But down here it's so unpredictable that a lot of there's no way to know. If you spent all this money on this ticket and it's the only time, and they were refunding too for people that flew in for the night, and you know what I mean? So honestly, there's nothing else they can do.
Right.
Our weather
fucking control the weather,
and it's so unpredictable here. It'll tell you in the morning that it's not going to rain all day, and by noon it'll be a tropical storm, and there's just nothing.
But vice versa too. It'll tell you in the morning that it's going to rain, and then it never fucking does.
It never will. It'll be a beautiful day.
We went out. We took the boat out on Sunday, and I checked the weather that morning, and I was like, I don't know, dude. It's gonna rain later. It's gonna it looks like it's gonna get nasty. And he's like, it's not going to. It's not going to. He's always optimistic about the weather because he just really wants to take the fucking boat out. And he's like, just bring a rain jacket. And if we've been caught in the rain before, and if we get caught in the rain, we just go and dock up at a local restaurant that has a dock and this bunker in there because it never fucking lasts long. But so he's like, just come, we're just gonna go. So we fucking go.
Beautiful day.
We never fucking got rained on. It was overcast, but that just helped with the fucking
honestly, that's nice.
Heat.
All right.
And it misted on us, which also felt fucking nice. But had I listened to the weather that morning, it said it was going to rain from 1 to 5 o'clock. And never fucking did. So even that, Disney can't predict if it's going to fucking rain or not, because the weather, you literally do not know until it is upon you.
You don't know. You don't know.
The other day, there was a fucking rainbow in the sky and not a cloud, not a fucking drop of rain. I'm how do you have a rainbow without rain? But we did.
Maybe it started to rain and didn't make it here.
I don't know.
Sometimes I feel like that happens, like it evaporates. You know what I mean? Like there'll be like little pieces of rain on your head, but they never touch the ground because it's so fucking hot. It just evaporates.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Right. They can't control it. I was just gonna say the boat. One time, me and Tyler went paddleboarding.
Okay.
So me and
like canoeing.
the fucking word. So me and my brother went paddleboarding, and it wasn't supposed to rain. And we put in at JC Park in Fort Pierce.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Kim, I swear to God, I thought we were both dead. I thought we were drowning. We were out in the middle of the fucking river.
Oh, fuck.
And, like, a crazy-ass storm came, and we're, like, sideways through the fucking mangroves.
Oh, fuck.
Going through, like, pilings through people's, like, boat docks. Or trying to... Honestly, I thought we were dead that day. I for sure thought we were both going to drown. We made it back, obviously. But, right, the point is you don't know with the weather here. So, like... And it really sucks. I feel bad. There were so many people online that, like, you know, flew in just for the day. And, like, I know that's expensive.
It's expensive. And, like, to do it again is pretty fucking hard.
Right. So I guess my advice is just, you know, like, make sure that, like, if you're not from here and you're coming for a party or something like that, that, like, you know, you can't get back from, on Amazon, they sell, like, booties that you can zip up over your shoes. Because that's the worst part is when, like, your shoes and socks get wet.
Right.
That's the worst. You know what I mean? Like, I think that ponchos are ugly and tacky and I'm not wearing one. But maybe put one in your bag just in case for you. Right. Especially if, like, you can't get back. You know what I mean? For me, it's not a big deal if it starts raining when I'm doing something because I can go inside for a little bit and come back. But, like, if you're not from here and you're coming for this party and you paid all this money.
Yeah, just make the fucking best of it, I guess, right?
Right. So from what I understood, a lot of people said that, like, they waited it out and they stayed and then they ended up having a great time at the end of the night. And they even got more done than they thought they would have because the crowds had lessened. And they got some things done before the storm came on. Right. And then by the time it was over, they had a couple hours left to get everything done with low crowd. So, like, that's the move, honestly, is to stay.
Right.
And that person that posted that said they still got a rain check.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Because, like, I've got rained out at, like, the Disney water parks before at Typhoon Lagoon. And I did get a rain check. But from what they told us, it was, like, very iffy if you actually get one, depending on, like, what the weather really is.
Right.
Like, if it rains for half an hour, you're not getting a rain check. But if it's, like, thunder and lightning for over half an hour, I think it is, then, like, yeah, you absolutely get it.
That's cool.
But then you have a year to use it. And, I mean, that was for the Typhoon Lagoon one that I got a couple years ago.
Right. But I don't know how they would do the party ones.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Like, would you be able to use the party one next year?
Yeah, I don't know.
I would hope so.
Right,
some people can't, like, make it back within a fucking month or two. Like, how long does it run? Until November, right?
Yeah.
No, probably not. Yeah.
Through, like, Halloween night, I think.
Right.
And sometimes November 1st. It depends on, I didn't look what it was this year, but sometimes it'll run through November 1st.
And then they wake up the next day and it's fucking Christmas.
Right. They do it overnight. Yeah, that's
wild.
Crazy.
That's probably the coolest transition. If I were to go on a transition night, I would want to go when they go from Halloween to Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, leave Disney and it's Halloween, and then go back the next day and it's fucking Christmas. That'd be cool.
That is cool. Because I've gone before on November 1st, and, like, it takes a little bit to get it all out, but, like, it started.
Right.
Like, because Ferris, every year, he gets sick on fucking Halloween. And he loves Halloween. It's, like, his favorite thing. And then he gets sick on Halloween every fucking year. So last year, he was, like, getting over it on Halloween night, but he still wasn't well enough to go out. But maybe it was, like, 2 days after. Maybe it was, like, November 2nd. And I was like, fuck it, we're going to Animal Kingdom.
Right.
And sure enough, Christmas was up.
It's wild. It's like fucking grocery stores, too. They do it to you.
Right.
They're already all the Halloween shit's out. Caden's like, I know it's going to be my birthday soon when we walk into a store today.
Yeah, in 2 months, kid.
Yeah.
All right, we got anything else?
I don't think so. I think that's it for this week.
All right, we're going to have a short week.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
We appreciate you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here. Peace out.
Peace out. Okay, time down.
Don't forget to sign the petitions.
Yes, please.